So Nick, you're two great lads here. You and I both know what they're doing, but just explain to everyone dialed in who might not know what operation is happening here.
So we've flailed the crop
Yep.
to stop it growing. We've now got potato harvester coming through, lifting the crop into boxes. This is a Grimmy Select, made up of a multi-set system and then a picking staff on the back. So we have grading staff picking off waste, whether that's a few stones and clods. And then we put them in boxes, and then these boxes will go off to the factory today and they'll go straight into the supermarket. So we run pretty much every day from...
You walk us where you're going to go? Keep walking.
So we run pretty much 6 days a week, all the way through from end of June till the end of October. And we're customer specific, so we're reactive and we do exactly what the customer wants on the day.
So tell me, so you'll get an order online stating we need X, Y, Z, and you'll then deliver on the back of that?
Yeah, so we'll get the order usually 2 days before, 48 hours in advance, and then these guys will react and will harvest when needed. So yeah, it's a pretty big beast, and these potatoes go all across the UK, so we have early lifting, we have late lifting, depending on when the customers want things to be delivered.
Nick, I quite often use this expression that within fresh produce, it's basically a game of 4D chess. You've got multiple fields, multiple customers, multiple crops, weather, labour, machinery, and so I imagine when you wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, you're going, right, new game, clear the deck, off we go again.
Yeah, it's a bit of a big thing to manage, and you have to be pretty reactive and have really good people around us. The key for us is staff. We run sort of a pretty experienced group of guys and girls now, and they really do help us out on the way.
Okay, but presumably, is that one of your main jobs? Is that, I'm going to put words in your mouth, is that one of the things you're mostly proud of your team?
Yeah, so staffing's big to me. I like dealing with good people who've got the right attitude. I don't go on experience, but it's all about sort of attitude and wanting to learn and move forward and progression. And if they've got all those things, we can teach them anything. And so a lot of these guys have come from apprenticeships and have been with us a lot of years, so it's really pleasing to see.
Okay, and your background?
So I did A-levels and then travelled to New Zealand and Australia. Didn't fancy university, and then went contracting a little bit. Came to these guys as a tractor driver about 10 years ago now, and then I've just worked my way through.
So not just over to Will did exactly that. He came in.
Yeah, so it's one really good thing about this business is that we push people through if they want to go, and it's not on a CV. Obviously a CV matters, but it's not everything about that.
Well said. The worst thing in life, I think, is a CV. A CV is like 2 pages of paper, and it doesn't describe the person in front of you. Well, so if you meet the person in front of you, you'll know, especially as a leader, as to, well, this individual's going to fit in with that team, or I can see if I put this amount of training into them, that they'll be able to do that. I just need to take a punt, take a risk. And presumably you're getting even better at that because you know what works. You've done that before, and your experience is building up your repertoire in the respect of leading people.
Yeah, absolutely. And I sort of call them the dark sheep. I like the person who doesn't quite fit the mould, and get them up to a level which is really good. So that's always quite rewarding. It doesn't happen overnight, but it's sort of a longer term goal, I suppose.
Do you enjoy your job?
Yeah, I love it. It's there's a lot of hours and there's a fair amount of stress, but you have to enjoy what you're doing and being outside, and we get to work in an amazing environment, and it's brilliant.
So I can't tempt you with a desk job in central London with an hour and a half commute either way, and a pret-a-manger sandwich costing £12 and
the salary would have to be pretty impressive. But no, it's all about enjoyment, and there's a lot of people who live for the weekend, and we rarely do that. So.
And do you have that feeling that you and your team and the business is doing good because you are feeding the nation? Do you have that feeling as well?
Yeah, I think so. You have your moments where you question it when it's all going wrong and it's a bit of a challenge. But we're proud of what we do, and we do get it wrong occasionally, but we try to rectify those things and be as open and honest as we can and produce a good product. Okay,
and I asked Will, in respect of collaboration, sometimes I feel that you as a business and you as individuals, it can be quite a lonely role and I'm not talking about mental health because we just covered that off, but in the respect of farming, people dialed in, whether they be politicians or the consumers or retailers, what more would you want from them to make your role for Greens of Soham easier so that you can feed the nation? What would make your role for the business easier?
I think a bit of sort of respect and understanding of what we're doing. I think at times there's a lot of work that goes on out in these fields, and we're here on a beautiful sunny day, but sometimes it's pretty grim.
Yep.
And it can be very early in the morning and late nights, and a bit of appreciation wouldn't go amiss at times. You know, a thank you goes a long way, I've always thought. And so, yeah, a bit more of that in the future would be great.
Well, listen, from all of us dialed in and from all the team at CUPGRA, thank you to your team, because you're feeding the nation.
No, thank you.
Thank you.